Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches almost every adult at some point in life: career, money, and happiness. Or more honestly, the struggle to balance all three.
Yeah, and I think for many people, this struggle becomes the background noise of their lives. It's always there, even when they don't talk about it.
Exactly. We wake up, go to work, plan our future, pay bills, but deep down, many of us are quietly asking, is this really the life I want?
And that question can be scary, because once you ask it honestly, you can't unhear it.
True. So let's start from the beginning. Alex, when you were younger, how did you imagine a successful life?
For me, success looked very clear and simple. A good job, stable income, respect from others, maybe a nice apartment, a car. Basically, external signs that you're doing well.
That sounds familiar. I think many of us were taught the same definition.
Yeah, and no one really talked about emotional well-being, inner peace, or fulfillment. Those things felt secondary, like luxuries.
Almost like happiness was something you earn after working hard enough.
Exactly. First you suffer, then you enjoy life. At least, that's the promise.
But in reality, a lot of people suffer and just keep suffering.
Right. They reach one goal, then immediately chase the next one. Promotion, higher salary, more responsibility.
And the finish line keeps moving.
Always. And if you stop running, you feel like you're failing.
That pressure is intense, especially when everyone around you seems to be progressing.
Social comparison plays a huge role. You see friends, classmates, colleagues moving forward, and you think you have to keep up.
Even if their path doesn't feel right for you.
Exactly. We rarely ask ourselves, do I actually want what they want?
Instead, we ask, why am I behind?
That mindset can slowly disconnect you from yourself.
I remember a moment in my life when I realized I was living on autopilot. I wasn't unhappy exactly, but I wasn't alive either.
That numbness is dangerous.
It is you stop feeling excited, curious, passionate. Everything becomes routine,
And you tell yourself, this is adulthood,
as if feeling empty is just part of growing up.
which is such a sad idea.
It really is. I think many adults carry quiet disappointment, not dramatic, not visible, but heavy.
Disappointment in themselves, in their choices, in life not turning out the way they imagined.
And yet they keep going because stopping feels impossible.
Because stopping means questioning everything.
Let's talk about money for a moment. Do you think money is a major factor in happiness?
I think money removes certain problems, but it doesn't create meaning. Lack of money causes stress, fear, insecurity, so having enough is important.
But enough is the key word.
Exactly. Beyond a certain point, more money doesn't equal more happiness. Sometimes it brings more pressure
More expectations, more responsibility.
and more fear of losing what you have.
I've seen people stay in jobs they hate because they're afraid to lose their lifestyle.
That's very common. The golden cage.
You're comfortable, but trapped.
And the longer you stay, the harder it feels to leave.
Because your identity becomes tied to your career.
Yes, you're not just someone who does a job. You are that job.
So if you lose it or change it, it feels like losing yourself.
That's why career changes are often emotional, not just practical.
People think it's about money, but it's about fear.
Fear of uncertainty, fear of judgment, fear of regret.
Fear of starting over.
Which brings us to age. Society has very strict timelines.
Yes, by this age, you should have this. By that age, you should be there.
And if you're not, you feel like you failed.
Even if you're doing fine objectively.
Those invisible deadlines cause so much anxiety.
Especially in your late 20s and 30s.
That's when people start panicking quietly.
They don't talk about it, but they feel it. Because everyone pretends they have it together. Which brings us back to social media.
The illusion of perfect lives. No confusion, no doubt, no burnout.
But real life is messy.
Very messy.
People change, priorities shift.
What mattered to you at 22 might not matter at 32.
And that's normal.
But we're rarely taught that it's okay to evolve.
Instead, we're told to stick to the plan.
Even if the plan no longer fits.
That's when internal conflict starts.
You're successful on the outside, unhappy on the inside.
And admitting that feels shameful.
Because people expect you to be grateful.
Gratitude and honesty often clash.
You can be grateful and still want more from life.
More meaning, more connection, more balance.
Balance is a tricky word.
It looks different for everyone.
For some, balance means flexible work hours.
For others, it means creative freedom.
Or time with family.
Or simply mental peace.
But modern work culture often ignores that.
It rewards sacrifice.
Long hours, stress, constant availability.
As if exhaustion is a badge of honor.
And rest is seen as weakness.
Which leads to burnout.
Burnout not just from work, but from life itself.
When everything feels heavy.
When even small tasks feel overwhelming.
And joy feels distant.
That's often the moment people start asking deeper questions.
Like, what am I doing this for?
Or, who am I living for?
Those questions can be painful.
But also necessary.
They can lead to change. Small adjustments, setting boundaries, redefining success.
Listening to yourself again.
That takes courage.
Because it often means disappointing others.
Parents, society, even your past self.
But staying miserable just to meet expectations isn't worth it.
I agree. Life is too short for constant unhappiness.
And happiness doesn't mean constant joy.
It means feeling aligned.
At peace with your choices.
Even when life is difficult.
So maybe the real goal isn't a perfect career.
But a meaningful life.
One where work supports life, not replaces it.
Where success includes well-being.
And happiness isn't postponed.
If someone listening feels lost right now, what would you say to them?
I'd say, you're not broken. You're human. Questioning your path doesn't mean you failed. It means you're growing.
That's powerful.
And change doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be honest.
Beautifully said.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you to everyone listening.
See you in the next episode.
Take care of yourselves.